for my voice, but I have never seen anything like it.
You believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Thank you for checking out the podcast. We're talking right now to Love Guru Jakob Rodriguez about Valentine's Day. It's his favorite holiday, so he's got a couple tips and tricks for us. Jacob, you are a person who knows his way around the ladies. How is Valentine's Day going for you?
Well, first of all, don't paint me as this, gigolo guy or, quote unquote ladies man. Maybe in the past I have been one, but that's not the case this year.
Oh, 2020, a new man.
Yeah, a new man.
So what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Well, Valentine's Day has always been one of my favorite holidays.
Why?
I think I associate it the most with like very positive memories of elementary school and my grandmother like getting us Valentines, and that's still kind of something that holds true. But this year for Valentine's Day, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Alyssa. She's wonderful, and we're gonna go get crawfish and then probably just hang out the rest of the night.
So when I think of Valentine's Day, I think of chocolate strawberries and roses. You think of crawfish?
Crawfish, corn, some potatoes, and some Cajun seasoning. Yes, sir.
So anyway, what tips would you have for guys on Valentine's Day, Jacob?
First thing is don't buy into the fact that they're not going to expect anything. 100% he or she or they are going to expect something. It's literally a holiday that's like based around either love or capitalism, however you look on it. And they're 100% going to expect something, going to want something in return for either their love, affection, or relationship in the partnership that you guys have built. So you should definitely do something that is forward thinking, So really, if you're thinking about it, you have to build like at least a month in advance. You kind of got a game plan, Maybe you say something that's like hint towards Valentine's Day, like 30 days at least, given the calendar month, but 30 days in advance, figure out kind of what you want to do, kind of what you want to say. If you're at that stage in your point of your life, maybe you can say, I love you. That's wild. Yeah, I know. But most relationships aren't like that. So maybe don't do that. It's also pretty cheesy. Oh, big complaint from the ladies this season, boys. Do not get heart-shaped anything. That's a major mistake. No bracelets, no rings, no nothing heart-shaped. That's super cliche, and we'll probably buy you like a week of time before you get those like real big questions in your life.
Damn. So you talk about the no heart shape. Who gave you that? Are you just reading the streets?
What'd you say?
You said no heart shaped stuff. What, are the streets saying no hearts this year or what?
No, those are very close personal friends of mine that are saying no hearts this year. Yeah, if they are streets, they're very close to my immediate vicinity.
So, okay, you talk about planning something a month in advance. You planned your date night a month in advance?
Actually, no. We had originally planned to get pizza in Austin at this it's like a pizza place, but they're like deep dish or whatever, like Chicago style, but they're originally from Detroit or something. I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to give them a free plug on the best podcast in America, for free like that, because they got to buy ad space, right, Zimmel?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not even going to say their names, but we thought about going there, but she's really into crawfish, and it's right down the road.
Oh,
so
that's great. Now, what about the losers who didn't plan months in advance, and they're trying to figure something out in the next 48 hours?
You got to act fast. So any action before February 14th will probably be looked at as pretty good. If you're trying to scramble for last-minute flowers, first of all, don't even go to H-E-B. It's going to be a complete shit show. Go to Walmart. It's going to be $9 for a dozen. I can guarantee you that. They're not going to be the prettiest-looking flowers. But maybe, hey, you can get off with your girl, is really into tulips or really into whatever else is in season around this time. I know tulips are in season because the Texas tulips or whatever. Also a very cheap date idea. Just go to, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas tulips. But Yeah,
there's Texas
you
Tulips
really
in
have to step
Livonia,
outside
too.
of your douchebag body for this one, honestly. It has to come from the heart, or at least make it seem like it's coming from the heart.
Now, you talked about before there's a lot of years where you were single and ready to mingle on Valentine's Day. This year, you're locked down. For those single guys out there for Valentine's Day, what advice would you give them?
The single guys, it's pretty easy, I think. It can't really get more easier than Valentine's Day because you can play it up two ways. One, you're either fully single, ready to mingle, or, you can play it up like you've had heartbreak in the past and maybe you're ready to move on, but maybe you're not. And you can keep yanking it back and forth. This isn't coming from me, but I hear people very close to me, very near and dear to the heart from me, saying maybe that's what I'm going to try and do this Valentine's Day.
Is do what? Pretend that they got a heartbreak?
Pretend that they got heartbreak at a club, buy the nearest girl a drink, strike up a conversation, maybe strike out completely.
We don't love to see that, but, if the streets say to do it, the streets say.
Yeah. I think also, like, any single girl around Valentine's Day, the last thing they want is some, like, super complete Hallmark guy that comes up to them and is like, hey, I want a relationship. Nah, nobody wants a relationship around Valentine's Day. If you're not in a relationship, don't try too hard. Just be yourself and try and have fun.
This also marks the end of cuffing season. Valentine's Day, between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day is when everybody's booed up. After Valentine's Day, it's pretty much breakup season, ladies and gentlemen. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I got really good advice from an old CCD teacher, Catholic education for the spiritual soul, I guess you could say.
Uh-huh.
And my CCD teacher, Walter, told me that you break up around Christmas. You miss out around Christmas gifts. If you're lucky, her birthday is in Christmas or New Year's, even early February. Pretty lucky for you. But you miss out on a lot of major holidays and major events and family things and stuff like that. You get back together around March, spring break time. We're here and also there, maybe not there completely, ?
Sounds like Walter was a cheapskate.
Yeah, no, definitely a cheapskate.
Jacob, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you for giving us our Valentine's Day advice. That's Jakob Rodriguez, expert at relationships and a diehard Cowboys fan. So Valentine's Day has to be good for him. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast. Very big day, Friday, as always. We have Film Friday, so we have our movie review coming out as well. That's going to be up for you to check out. Valentine's Day, so if you're listening to this and you forgot, go get your honey something. I'll talk to you guys next week.